Hey, what's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. It is Wednesday, October 9th, 2024, and the hurricane is going to hit tonight. I am doing hourly videos. I'm posting to my Instagram and my TikTok, so if you want to keep up in real time with the storm, please do follow me over on Instagram, Rockstarflipper, or TikTok is Casey Rockstarflipper, and you can keep up in real time as much as I can update and post, so long as we have power, which clearly we do here. It's a little after 2 p.m. here in the East, so I wanted to film a video that I can post now so you guys can see it. I'm also posting clips and recording stuff all during the incoming storm and during landfall and all through the night. I'll have all that footage on the phone, and then I can create one big video and put it out on the channel in the coming days, again, depending on the situation with internet and power and cell phone service and all of that. So, again, 2 o'clock in the East. The storm going to make landfall around midnight. It's sped up. It was originally going to be early in the morning, like 4, 5, 6 a.m. Now it's about midnight. Sped up. It's moving faster. It's going to make up a few hours of time. So we are going to get it right after, midnight into Thursday morning. So let me give you the current situation, the current weather report. So you guys can see. I'll open the window for you. A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, nothing crazy. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's all it is at 2 o'clock. It's kind of that calm before the storm type situation that we get here in Florida. Every time a hurricane comes in town, we get this little bit of a breeze, a little bit of rain, a little bit of water. It starts getting soggy. You can see my yard's becoming a swamp. But yeah, that's where we're at 2 o'clock. So if you've never lived in Florida or you don't live here now, some of the prep that we do is everything, like the charging, the power situation. Everybody wanted to know what we do here in Florida. So everything is plugged in and charging. Computer, backup computer is fully charged. iPad is charging right now. I've got my drone charger and batteries are charging as well. I've got cell phone backup batteries. I've got a case for my cell phone. I don't know where that's at right now, but I have a backup case. I have more stuff charging down here. This is a backup battery thing. So we just plug everything in, everything at 100% charge. When I'm done with my phone that I'm recording on for you, I'll plug it back in. It's like 80, 90% right now. All that is done. Also, outside, if you look at my fence, it's kind of hard to see right now, but I took all the caps off. Like along those caps, they will blow off and just blow away. They're like $5, $10 a pop. There's probably 30 or 40 of them on my fence, so they will all blow away. Outside in the yard, there's not much you can do. We have little trees, so even if those snap and blow over, they really won't do a ton of damage. We have palm trees. It's just not much you can do with, those. Unfortunately, I have some solar lights. You might be able to see those solar lights. They're out back, like when we used to let the dogs out when we had dogs. Those solar lights come on. If the wind takes them, it takes them. They were like 30, 40 bucks. Not much I can do about that. But other than that, just the inside furniture or the outside furniture is inside, and you get tons of snacks, tons of food. I did a video before this, I'll link below, about the prep we did for the buying the food and the gas and all that stuff. Really, it's not what people think when they don't live in Florida, when they're not from here. They don't understand, like, what do you do? Well, we sit here and we ride it out, right? The power is going to go out. You have all these backup batteries, all these situations where, you might not have power for a day or 2 or 3, and you get a generator, and that's really all you can do. That's what you live on. You keep the generator outside when you got to fire it up. But yeah, it's life in Florida. We signed up for it. We're used to it. We're these houses, these windows can absorb 150 mile an hour sustained hurricane winds. They're very, very solid. You can hear it. Same with the sliding glass doors downstairs. I have double sets of those, and just everything is what it is. There's not this humongous, like, crazy purge panic going on. A lot of the northerners and snowbirds and people that implant here, they evacuate, they panic, they go crazy. If you read the Facebook post in my city, in my neighborhood, from people that have never lived through these, they're new to the state, this year, last year, and the last couple of years, they're freaking out. But people that have been in Florida this long, I've been here 20 years, it's just a way of life here. It's just what we accept from, nature for us living where we live and getting to have all the insane, crazy things that we have here. Hurricanes are just, a way of life. And fortunately, unlike earthquakes in California or tornadoes in Tornado Alley, we get a week's heads up. We get 7 days to prepare for these things generally. they don't get any warning. So I'll take the 7-day warning over any of that other stuff. And if you don't live on the waterfront, like the bay or the Gulf of Mexico or the ocean, I live on a pond, I mean waterfront, but if you don't live on the major water, you don't have anything to worry about. Like generally we're inland, we're not gonna get damaged. The roof's not just gonna blow off and go crazy. You don't see that around here. All the news footage you see is generally from like the beach towns, the tourist towns, the coastal towns. You will see some inland flooding, but not much. Not like what you see on all the major news stations that cover just the towns that get crushed. Now, I'm not saying that's okay for them. The people that choose to live there, it's devastating, it's heartbreaking, but that's where you see that damage from. You don't see it in places like my suburbia town where, we're used to this. Now, there was just a huge gust of wind. I don't know if you could see the tree. There you go. Oh, there's a band that must be coming in right now because right on cue, here, I'll show you. Right on cue, there was a huge gust of wind. Here you go. See it? It's only probably about, I don't know, 25, 30 miles an hour, but it started gusting a little bit. So I'll show you guys out my front here. Kate's parents are staying with us because they do live waterfront, so they had to evacuate. Hopefully their house is okay, we'll see. But one of my neighbors, you can probably see, he's over there just working in his garage, filming. Everybody's sitting in their garages watching the storm. It's pretty crazy, right? There you go. That's it. That's the prep. I mean, this is what we do. So yeah, so just a little bit more prep. You can see, my car at least is closed up in here. The golf cart's in here. The water will never come into my garage. It would take so much biblical flooding to get into my garage. It's crazy. Bring in the outdoor furniture. This stuff's here. Everything in from the outside. We don't have sheds here. We're not allowed to have sheds in my neighborhood. So, lawnmowers, stuff like that stay in here. Then you guys can probably see some of the rain coming down. See the wind starting to blow a little bit right there. Getting a little bit of some gusts coming. You can see the palm trees. They're usually the best way to kind of judge how fast the wind is blowing. You can see the one over there. Starting to get some, but nothing crazy yet. And I'll keep updating it on my Instagram and TikTok as well. All right, so that's the video I'm gonna put up for you guys. Just a little sneak peek. I'm gonna be filming this all day long and putting all these clips into one big video to show you exactly how Hurricane Milton comes ashore, makes landfall, does all that stuff, and you'll be able to watch that video later. Obviously, depending on whether I have cell service, internet, Wi-Fi, power, whatever, will determine when that video gets posted, but I'll get it up as quickly as I possibly can after I edit it. And everybody in Florida, stay safe. Also, quick update. I do live near Rally Roots in Cali. Cali evacuated to her parents' house or her family's house. She's okay. She's off Roots Ranch. Ryan and Allie don't actually live at the ranch yet. They have another house. They're living at that house. It's in a town that I used to live very close to. They're inland a decent amount, so they should be fine. Rod Picking and Punching, if you watch him, he actually lives just a few roads down from me in my neighborhood, so he's the same situation as me. Cat Nurse Flipper, she lives out in a rural area. She is hunkered down as best she can. She should be fine. Yeah, so she's actually north of me, and while I was filming that clip, the emergency signals went off that tornadoes have been spotted. So she's above me, and the storm turned a little south, so she's actually in a better position than what she was. And she's in a better position than me because I'm a little bit further south, but I'm still good to go. So the storm's taken that little last minute turn. So that's the story. I'll upload this video and then you guys can carry along and, basically think about us. I think everything will be fine though. I think we'll be good. And just, if you have friends or family in Florida, keep in touch with them and keep them in your thoughts, especially if they live in the waterfront or the low-lying areas. If they're anywhere from Sarasota to Tampa, that's the where the storm's going to hit. So everybody else should be in good position. And worst case, hopefully, it's just some power loss and some wind and rain. But we're going to be keeping an eye on those coastal towns and those waterfront areas and really thinking of those people because this is the last thing they need. But I'll update you more as the storm goes on over on my social medias. Make sure to follow me. I'm going to wrap this up, edit it, post it, and I'll talk to you guys later.